and private
Mm.
equity.
Okay.
After the completing that course, I want to do the financial modeling and valuation, which includes the advanced Excel. And that's why I joined right now this course, means
Okay.
this
Okay.
session,
Okay. Anyone else
to know
wants to add something?
to know about what you are teaching in a finance. Want to
Sure.
know
Sure.
more about this.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Mukesh, you want to add something about yourself? Harish, Rajkumar.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I've completed my BCom and 2009. After that, I work in 8 to 10 years experience, total experience in accounts and taxation. And
Okay.
currently, right now, I'm working in textile industry or retail industry, and uh, and that's all.
Okay. Okay. So one from textile industry and Pranali, you want to start your career again as a financial analyst or something else? Like because you
Yeah,
were
I'm,
addressing.
yes. My career next move to financial industry because huge scope in India as well as out of India.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure.
I,
Pranali, you want to move towards analysis or as a business analyst or as a like financial analyst because
No,
both models are different.
financial analysis.
uh,
Financial analysis.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I want a financial analyst, yeah, a modeling analyst, valuation analyst. That is, I want to go into the core finance and investment banking.
Okay, just to ask one thing, like what Excel you all are using now? Like 21, 24, what Excel you all are using?
Sir, actually, right now I have a old version.
Okay. See, what the Excel which I am currently using, it's Microsoft Office Professional Plus version of 2024. And once you are talking about like core financial expressions and core financial modeling, the
Mm.
thing which starts from that is Excel 2021. Right, Excel 2021, not even home and student edition. Excel 2021, that will be Pro Plus edition only. I will be giving you all the link whenever you will be, joining the course. I will be make sure that you all download it because what happens whenever we are using Excel 2024, there are some formulas. Like we have learnt about VLOOKUP, we have learnt about HLOOKUP, but many things in lookups also. For example, if I just take one example, like, let me just open one thing. This one. Okay. To give a brief about myself, I currently am a full-time professor. I used to work in a bank. Before that, I used to work in a pharmaceutical company. So I was a cost accountant in pharmaceutical company. After that, I moved towards a bank. I was a portfolio manager over there. And after having my first MBA in marketing and finance, then my and business analytics and data science, then in logistics and supply chain management, I have three multiple degrees. I understood one thing because my core background was BCom. I am also a student of BCom. I did tally, I did everything. But when I was working as a, it's my own very short preview. When I was working as a portfolio management, the thing which I encountered different like topics like CMT, commodity market technician. Then I went for, I understood what is CFA, how the different, CMI is working, all the modelings, what are the financial models like. If I talk about Monte Carlo simulation, if I talk about NPV modeling, if I talk about rate modeling, if I talk about the, scheduling of all the banks like credit system, what are the civil system, I just understood that each and every person talks about analysis, 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 core analysis. But what we are analyzing, the term analysis means problem, solving the problems of the different industries. It's not like what I know. It's understanding what department I am working on, what sector I am working, and how my different formulas will actually mold towards that particular sector. For example, I was working today with the finance batch only. Today I had some placements for one of the top big fours. My students are already going there and for the interviews. So they told me that sir, the big fours are coming. What is the different attitude as a business analyst or as a data analyst which you are currently working upon? What I should do or how we should approach the interview. I told it's not about what big fours. It's about what job role you are all are getting offered. Because same thing, if I'm doing PMT for a bank, I will be going for a payment schedule. If I'm doing PMT function for big fours, I won't be going for payment schedule. Rather, I will be finding the flaws in payments. Right. In the same way, if I just take one example, like this one, which I was doing with them. Just give me a second, I'm showing. 709, this one. See, this question, this is a simple, very simple question. Create a student mark sheet of 10 students with subjects, uh, maths, accounts. I took that. They told me, sir, assign grade with if. My financial students, I told them that if you are assigning with if, especially if you are just using a simple if function, normally logical functions are not meant for you guys. What type of functions are meant for you guys? It's VLOOKUP, it's pivot table, it's rate, PMT, IPMT, CIRR call. These type of functions are required for you. Can you and anyone from you solve this if function using a lookup? They were all blank. Sir, if a question is of lookup, then how we can do that for you know a different type of thing? It's not possible for us to actually set up the thing in lookup, because sir, what logical will do. I told them, no, there is a way we can actually do the logical thing in lookup. For example, if I just take this example, I told them that there are averages, and within this average, I have to grade them. Now, if I have given this task to a person who knows Excel, what they will be doing, they will be just going into a if and they will start writing a if function. But if the same thing is given to one of the person who knows financial analysis, what that person will be doing, that person will be going into deep logical things, because logical things and finance goes hand to hand with different shortcuts. This is the approach which a person changes. What are the different approaches? We need to understand the approach of finance. So from the side of finance, because finance works on finding new things, finding the problems, understanding the problems, and making some tweaks, small tweaks in the formula to change something. And if that person is from core business analytics, that person is creating the logic, that person will be molding and thinking about, okay, I have to think now in the form of a if function. I will create a Python logic, I will create a SQL logic, or I will create some programming logic to solve this. But our work is not to do some programming language or programming logic over here. If I have to do same thing with if, what we would we have done? We have gone into the simple equals to if, and we have written a function or a nested function of if. Means nested if. I would have given a, if I just show you all, equal to if, same things I'm saying, giving a portrait of a two mentality, equals to this, greater than equal to 90. I'm just taking a rough thing, just a rough. If it is greater than equal to 90, then I'm giving them A grade or distinction grade. Again, if I in for the false value, I'm giving again a if. Then I'm just going for this cell again. I'm giving a greater than equal to. I'm giving a 60. Then I'm giving a value of B. Else I'm giving a value of C. Okay, let's see. So I have graded my system, right? BA. I've just graded two things. If this thing has to be done by a financial analyst, what they will be doing, the difference between their thought process and the thought process of normal, persons who are just doing analysis or business analysts is that they take things very easily because their work is not to only understand what logic I am using, but to spend more time on what further logic I can use to find the problem of that system, right? Because financial problems are more intricate and more into subjective wise. It's not a generic problem. No interview. Why 95% are getting rejected? I asked all the HRs of the big fours. This told me, sir, there is only one problem, is that the broadness of mind. And sometimes I am like, broadness of mind, what does it even mean? They say, sir, it's the mentality. When a financial logic is being established, we think about that person, what that person can do in the next 3 years of time if I'm teaching them. So if you don't know some function, it's well and good with them. But understanding and the development of a financial logic is very important to work as a financial analyst. And at Gyan Hub, I personally mentor each and every students of mine, those who are coming from different backgrounds, to actually cater those different specific specimens. If a person wants to go as a financial analyst, I'm teaching them the same formula, but in the way how to a financial person will think. I will be teaching modeling, but before that, understanding the logic of Excel is very important. Now, if I do the same thing with VLOOKUP, how I will be doing, I will just create a table. Over here, I have given only two gradations, see, 90 and 60. Now I am creating three gradations. I'm including more gradations to it. Because over here, if I have to give one more gradation, again means one more if is coming. Or I would have done it by ifs also, but again, I have to put three conditions separately. But if I do the same thing by VLOOKUP, what I will be do? Over here, marks, over here, grade. These two things. Marks is, I'm taking the lowest is 38, I'm taking 35. After, or I am taking 30. After that, I'm grading it C. After that, I'm grading 60. I'm grading it B. After that, I'm grading 90. I'm grading it A. See, I've created three different segmentations over here. I didn't did anything else. No formula written over here. Nothing I have written. Nothing. Nothing I have written. Now, if I just press equals to VLOOKUP, what is the lookup value over here? The lookup value is this, comma. Now I'm asking for the table array. What is the table array? The table array is this. Taken the table array, comma. What value I want to return? I want to return the value of this 2, comma. Now normally what do? We do false or we do write 0. Over here we will be writing 1. Bracket close. Enter. See, I'm giving more gradations to it. I'm fixing the range, giving three different gradations, and I'm just putting it. See? So with VLOOKUP, it is making more easier, more sense. I can inbuild or I can incorporate any sort of like distinctions to it. And I can do the same thing every time you give me. I don't even dare to use if anymore because the logic for if, when I am writing any if function, what it does, the function becomes very big, first of all. Secondly, what happens? I'm taking two distinctions over there, I'm writing one big line. Over here, I'm writing three distinctions, I'm writing one small line. This is the difference, time saving. Because all the financial experts work on time management. Same thing, if I have done the same thing for a payment schedule. Let's take one more question. Then I will be just going through. See, I was doing correlation regression. This is regression analysis with the financial students only. They were saying, sir, we will be doing the financial statements or we will be writing the correlation regression formula and questions by hand. I told, why you have to do it by hand? We can do the same thing by using just Excel. I found the y equals to mx plus c, that is the regression formula. I will find the slope, I will find the intercept, then I will be just writing it, and I will just find the correl formula by using the I will find the correlation by using the correl formula. So these all are financial exponential formulas. All, everything. Slope, intercept, correl. But how much we use? How much we are familiar with this type of formulas? That's the which one, Pranali? Which one you want me to repeat? The VLOOKUP one. Pranali, which one I should repeat once more? Okay, the VLOOKUP one. Okay. See, what I have done in VLOOKUP, what actually we have in VLOOKUP. Let's break it for you. For VLOOKUP, we do whenever we are, I will be also showing how I teach all the formulas. Then it will be easier for you all to grasp how much deep we go at Gyan Hub. If I just go for VLOOKUP, right? VLOOKUP have four parts. The syntax has four parts. Right. So what are the different parts? Equals to VLOOKUP, bracket open. The first thing which we use is lookup value. Second thing which we use is table array. Third thing which we use is column index. The fourth thing we use is range lookup. Now these four things, even X lookup is same like this. Index match is also same like this. H lookup is also same like this. But there are different things which are getting implemented or small factors which are actually getting changed within everything. There are small factors which are making every small changes to the formulas. Like whenever we are talking about lookup value, it's same. It's the value which we want to make lookup. So lookup value is equals to what? Yeah, X lookup option is also there. X lookup is there, V lookup is there, index match is there, only lookup is there, X match is there. In 2024, whatever we have learned in, as a child or in our old days, like 2023, 2013, 2016, those are obsolete. Why? Actually, not obsolete. Those functions are having more logical base. Now persons are not using their logical brains much. They need shortcuts. They need shortcuts, not only shortcuts. Why VLOOKUP is, old, still I use it. Why instead of using XLOOKUP somewhere? But in some cases, I only use XLOOKUP. There are for each and every formula, there are some specification or specific spaces where I will be using those. These are all specialized formulas. I won't be using over here. I didn't use the but there are some cases where only I will use if, because VLOOKUP cannot take those things. So each and every pros, cons, syntax, workings, when to use what, I personally, go through each and everything. So in the same way, if I have to do for this, lookup value is what we need. So in this question, what we needed to grade average. That's why average was my lookup value, right? After that is table array. Yes. So what is table array? Table array means whenever we are starting VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP is a function which is blind in nature. VLOOKUP is blind and deaf. A person who is blind and deaf, or rather, if I just say it is the formula is just blind, because if I say deaf, then I have to implement more theories to it. It will be tough to make you understand just in half an hour of demo session. If I take a person who is blind, what we can do? If I say them that where you are standing, which side you are facing, go 5 steps from there, you will be getting a water bottle, then you drink it. That person will actually go and follow your command. It will walk that person will walk 5 steps, and that person will start searching by his hand. That person will try to feel the environment, right? A VLOOKUP works in that statement. That's why there is a table array. If you see the formula XLOOKUP, there is no table array equals to XLOOKUP. See, there is no table array. Lookup value, lookup array, return array. There is nothing called table array in it. So what is table array now? Table array says, so whenever you are saying a blind, what I said, blind person, I said that wherever you are standing, VLOOKUP is standing on the place of your lookup value. So lookup value will be the first column from where VLOOKUP will start its table array. So from the lookup value column till the end of the table. And this end of the table has a terms and condition. End of the table means the column from, yes, you can use other formulas instead of if. I am using, see over here, what I am using for grading system for the if, I am using a VLOOKUP. I can use this VLOOKUP, convert this VLOOKUP into XLOOKUP also, Rajkumar. I'm doing the same grading thing, which is normally done by if, but I'm doing the same thing with VLOOKUP. Yes, we can do. It's possible. So the column from which the value I want to return, right? Means the value from which I want to return. That's the end of the table for VLOOKUP. Very logical things, because if I show, sometimes you will be seeing that VLOOKUP is giving you a value error, hashtag value or hashtag NA, right? VLOOKUP gives this type of error a lot. What happens whenever you are bringing any value? If I just open this and this one, whenever we are bringing any value which stays outside the range of your lookup value. For example, if I take this example only, right? So equals to, let's give you an example. VLOOKUP, right? I'm saying my lookup value is Arjun. Before that, I'm inserting one more SLID, serial number. equals to VLOOKUP, right? I am finding Arjun as my lookup value. I have Arjun as my lookup value, right? I want to find the serial number of Arjun. Can I find using VLOOKUP? Can anyone say? Can I find the serial number of Arjun by VLOOKUP? Is it possible? Just yes or no? No, it's not possible. Anyone else? It's not possible. Equals to VLOOKUP. What is my lookup value? Arjun is my lookup value. Done. Selecting the whole thing. Just selected. Which column I want to bring? I want to bring first column. If this is exact match. False or 0. See, NA. It won't give. Because what I said over here, it's that from the lookup value column till the end of the table. So your table array should start from the lookup value column. Means it will start from here. If there are any column before B, VLOOKUP does not or cannot bring any value from it. Because what I said that VLOOKUP is a blind formula. Wherever you are making your lookup value stand, from that column, that person is moving towards the right side. VLOOKUP is left to right. Yes, VLOOKUP is left to right in bracket if I add a bit something from the lookup column. From the lookup column, it is left to right. Means if my lookup column is 1, it can take anything from its right. It cannot go to its left side. VLOOKUP will never go to the left side of the lookup column. Simple as a blind person. It cannot go to its back side. A blind cannot just move to its back. So startup point will always be the lookup value column. So after this, where it ends in the column index. Means whatever index I am giving. That's why I am saying it is a blind formula, because indexing means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counting. It is step counting. VLOOKUP is a formula which actually counts the step from the lookup column to the column from where I have to bring the data. That's why what I did, I just made the lookup value, then my table array, and after that I gave column 2 because I have to bring the gradation system from here. Now the thing which we don't use, which is normally what we use over here 0, but over here I am using 1. So after column index, so column index is nothing but my lookup. Column index is nothing but my return array. And the same thing, last one, which is range lookup. Range lookup gives us two things. Either you will be giving me one class interval within which I will found. So class interval finding. Interval is given by 1 or your true function. This is known as approximate match. And the last one is exact match, not class interval. Exact match. So exact match is given by 2 or your false. We normally use this one, but we don't use this one. This is the actual, I will say substitute. Range lookup, approximate match is the substitute of, yes, 0 is false. Substitute for, substitute for your range function. So whenever we have to make any sort of range or we have to use any sort of bucketing, We can use the if function also. We can use the ifs function also. And to surprisingly, we can also use the VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP function. So this is one thing. Again, when we are moving towards, if I just show one more thing over here, what I was doing, I was just making a payment schedule for one of my class. So they are targeting the banking sector and the different like cost part of banking. So they will be working as in a product team. So over there, they ask that give me an option where we will be making the simple design or simple product schedule or payment schedule dashboard. Simple payment schedule dashboard where we will be just getting the automation for the whole payment schedule. So over here, if you just see any of the formula, I use the IPMT, PPMT, then EMI and a simple closing balance formula. So over here, see, the whole thing is dynamic. I have fixed loan amount, monthly rate, months, and month over here. This only one thing is open. Rest all are see fixed. So this is known as absolute referencing, what we are using over here. Right. So these are all absolute referencing. If you just change the value over here, everything will get changed. Just this thing I need to, before saving, I forgot to just link this one. Over now, see, everything is linked. Whatever change you want to make, you make it 9.5. The whole payment schedule will change. These things, how to make automation, what are the different CFA style NPV and XIRR study case, what are FP and A dashboard, what are investment banking financial model structure, real-time EMI calculator. This is known as real-time EMI calculator. So then equity valuation model. After that, we will be working with different XPNV formula, IRR formula, CUMI PMT formula, CUM principal formula, what are yields, what are duration, what are M duration, ACCRINT, which is known as accrued interest calculation. These all things we will be learning. With that, so financial analysis with your statistical part, your Corel, standard deviation, VAR variance, where to use what. Then the new functions like late, lambda, filter, sort, like I was using one of the filter function also with them. If I just go here, this is a dynamic filter. It's this one. So over here, what we used a dynamic filter. So this type of functions, when to use dynamic filter, if in this is a simple dynamic filter, but for finance, we don't make any simple dynamic filters. We use conditional dynamic filters. We will be using filter function, we will be using sort, unique, forecast linear, trend, growth, these things. And if I have to show a bit about how we go in depth, then if I just show some of the like class materials. So this is one of the latest batch class materials. If I just show the first class material, latest batch, this one is, no, just give me a second, new batch. Batch 3, this one, 4. See, so what are the different, we start from different mindsets, how each and everything. For example, if I just take one simple thing, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. I am giving alt equal to, which is the shortcut of auto sum, right? After that, again, I am pressing this 3. If I press again alt equal to, what will be the answer? What will be the answer? Real quick. If I just press alt equal to is the shortcut for sum, auto sum. If I press alt equal to over here, what should come? What should come? What should be the answer? If I just press Alt equal to, see Alt equal to, it's coming 3. So it's not taking the whole range. Now if I just press Alt equal to again, this will take this side reference because it has already got a reference from here, this side. So if I just remove this for a second, and if I just press Alt equal to over here, see, now it's coming 7. In the same way, if I do subtotal only comes Rajkumar whenever you are using Alt equal to in a table. The sum function converts to a subtotal function. That is only for a table. Subtotal is a three-dimensional formula. It needs table format to work. You won't be getting subtotal anywhere. Subtotal, whenever your formula moves towards three-dimensional causes, you don't have to press the enter also, because the iteration means movement. This spiral movement, what is happening? This spiral movement means 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. This is known as iteration. This is a technical term for moving in a spiral way. So this spiral movement automatically happens in table. So that's why it is a three dimension. So length into breadth as well as a height. That's why sum, which is only having two exposures like length into breadth, will never work over there. That's why it is a subtotal. For three-dimensional formulas, you don't need to press enter. It automatically comes. The enter is automatic. So if I just do over here equals to this plus this plus this plus this. The answer is 4. Now if I just give 1, 2, 3. Normally what should come? The same way others have treated this one alt equal to 3. This should come, right? But over here if we press alt equal to, see, 11 is coming. Now if I again press alt equal to, only 11 is coming. This is the difference between the mindset of Excel, in which we first understand how range is working, how array is working, how table is working. Then we move towards, if in the higher classes, like after 1 or 2 class of introduction, after making you understand all the behavior, constraints, functions, operators, just two introduction class, then I move towards the functional classes. So in the functional classes, how I teach the functions at Gyan Hub, how we are catering. See, this is a dynamic function list. So your filter, all your filter, your syntax, pros, cons, everything in details, everything, every materials you will be getting. See, when you have to use, what are the different controls. Again, on this, after giving a idea about the functions, then I move towards the function with practical assignments. See, that also I'm showing practical assignment class like this. So you will be having the decode of all the formulas, understanding the formulas, what are the logic behind the formulas, why I need to use, when I need to use, what are the different parameters. Again, you will be getting like functional, respects of everything. Just give me a second. These are circular referencing errors. Save. If I just take one more assignments, just give me a second. So see, these are assignments for the same day classes. All your assignments, your classwork. So I will be doing every class like 5, 10 functions with formulas. Then I will be giving you homeworks like 30, 40, 50. First, we will be understanding the formulas. Okay, in finance, what are the different things we will be teaching? We will be teaching the financial modeling like Monte Carlo simulations, the statistical analysis like Corel, standard deviation, how to understand where to use what, how Excel will be helping, to achieve the financial statements. Like if we have a financial form, bigger financial formulas like economical formulas. So we use let function, lambda function to decode those type of functions. So these things I will be catering. And the financial model consists of like 60 formula, 51 formulas rather, like FV, PV, rate, NPV, XPV, IRR, XIRR. With that, you will be getting the statistical analysis and you will be getting a bit of introduction for all the Excels. This we will be catering in Gyan Hub. Any other questions? So basically, if I have to just show you what are the different models we will be showing you all over here, I'm just showing the models. Yes, 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 yes. We will be using this. I'm showing the core components. That will be easier for you to understand. See, just let me find one. Just give me a second. Mhm. This one. See, these are the core components. Budgeting model, forecasting model, valuation model, the DCF cash flow, loan EMI model, investment analysis, scenario and sensitivity, the goal seek, and yeah, yeah, business case study model and cash flow model. These are the 8 basic models which we will be learning, and with that we will be learning Monte Carlo simulation and some other simulation like Tier 1 and Tier 2. Monte Carlo is like fine, and with that, if it is confining, because many of the models won't be confining to every of the students. Monte Carlo is that simulation which every student can do, every financial student, irrespective of their backgrounds or irrespective of their sector. But other needs specialized sector. If a person is working for stock market or stock market analysis, that person will, or working as a portfolio manager, that person will be working with Tier 1, Tier 2 black schools. If a person is working for textile industries, they will be working with cash flow model, DCF models. So there will be specific models. If we come in a consensus, we will be taking that care of one more model. Yeah. I will be sharing the whole syllabus of finance with Kalyani. Kalyani will be forwarding it to you all. Any other questions? Yes, 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 Pranali. See, these are there. Yes, yes. Financial statements are not only those are not only part of any like those are part of not modeling. Those are parts of financial functions. So whenever I'm talking about that 51 functions ka group, financial statements will be coming inside that only. So that is not a separate model. Model are DCF, where we will be using multiple modules, formulas, and we will be making some, there's interesting dashboards. So that is different, and financial statements are different. Statements are coming into real uses of or examples of different formula usage. That is a different part. So inside of functions, we will be including that only, this financial statement part. Yes, reporting and analysis, those are for reporting and analysis, we will be using dashboards, and we will be using the different models and like industry-based data set or case studies. I will be sharing a whole course stasher with you all. Where I will be sharing that to Kalyani only. So Kalyani, I guess I have completed from my side. It's our now. You can take forward to all this questions and everything. Any other questions?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Is there any more questions from other participants? Indrajit, I think Indrajit left. Ali, do you have any questions? Would you like to ask sir any question?
No, thank you. Today's session has been very productive.